Well, hey everybody, this is Chris DiFiorio with Keys to the Shop. Welcome to another edition of Shift Break. Today's episode is brought to you by La Marzocco. They're creating espresso machines by hand in Florence since 1927. That is a long time of being the established standard bearer for espresso machines throughout the world. Beauty, dependability, innovation that is unmatched. Machines like the KB90 espresso machine, which uses straight-in locking portafilter technology. It's got scales in the drip tray for accuracy of your extraction. It also has the auto flush feature in the group heads, which keeps things clean and moving along quickly. This is just one machine of many different types of espresso machines that La Marzocco has that will fit your coffee bar's needs perfectly. Go ahead and email them, info@lamarzocousa.com. And when you do, you'll be able to talk with one of their salespeople and they will get you hooked up with the right equipment for your coffee bar. Again, for more information, reach out, info@lamarzocousa.com. And then, of course, check out the website, lamarzocousa.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by Espressly, who's creating custom branded mobile apps for your coffee bar. Espressly's app is integrated with some of the world's best payment processing systems. That includes Square. It includes a centralized loyalty program for each shop. You can earn and redeem points either in the mobile app or in person. This drives repeat orders from customers as they are encouraged to earn points. They can redeem these for discounts, etc. And it's fully customizable in Square for how points are redeemed or earned. And so this is one of the great benefits of working with Espressly, and also the fact that you're getting this custom branded mobile app, which makes you stand out from your competition in your local market. So I would encourage you to have a conversation with the folks over at Espressly today to have them get started on your custom branded mobile app today. Go ahead and visit the website, espressly.co. That's espressly.co. All right, everybody. Well, today I am going to talk to you about hiring. And specifically, I'm going to talk about something that I think is so important that I keep on bringing this up. In the last few weeks, even just thinking about this, it's become probably my number one piece of advice for hiring. And it is that we are hiring people. We have to hire people who have already got proven character that lines up with our values. And we need to hire people in such a way that we are able to verify that they indeed do possess the character traits that we need in the cafe that will be an asset to the cafe. And I'm bringing this up because a lot of people that I talk to over the years, and I've been in coffee quite a long time, whether it's in conversations with fellow managers or even things that I've done as a manager in hiring, to the people I work with who are consulting clients. The idea is that we are willing to settle for what might be the wrong person because we have somewhat of a kind of confidence or a hubris around our ability to manage them, to change them, to take what is giving us kind of a check. If we're honest, it's giving us a check in our gut, but we're saying, this is a place for people to grow. This is a place for people to be invested into, and they're going to learn life skills and all this other stuff. And you have to stop for a moment and ask yourself this. Is that actually what you opened a coffee bar to do? Did you actually open a coffee bar? And this is a legitimate business model. Don't get me wrong. It's a legitimate business model to say, we are going to open our coffee bar with the intention of taking people with no or little work character or professional experience or whatever, and we are going to use our business as a way to sort of invest into their betterment as professionals. And how we'll know we're successful is that they will eventually learn some lessons, and that's what makes us successful. It sounds a lot more like a not-for-profit, and that's fine. And there are companies out there who do teach life skills through their business. But if you have opened a coffee bar and you are in the business of what a lot of us are in the business of, which is serving great coffee to people in an excellent and consistent way and producing certain results based on our values and our mission through coffee, then that might not be the best way to look at it. But that's kind of what people are doing when they hire their staff. They're taking on this huge challenge where now they have all of these people who lack basic just communication skills, motivation to do work beyond 15 to 20 minutes of exertion. It's crazy out there, honestly. It really is. And today it's weird because I think I hear more complaints from baristas than I ever have in working in coffee. But all of the stuff that we have to make a barista's life easier, it's beyond what anybody could have dreamed of back in my day. It was a lot harder to work in coffee, and it's easier to do so now. It's ergonomically easier, it's mentally easier. And yet, because we have grown to such a degree as an industry, we're kind of too big to actually employ the best people. When I say the best, I'm not saying your intrinsic worth as a human being. We'll say the right people. In my mind, the demand is way bigger than the supply. And so the competitive advantage that a retailer would have is to attract to their business those right people that are in high demand, but there's not enough of them to go around. And so if you can get those folks to work for you, that's great. Now, you have to keep them. You've got to take care of them, and they'll take care of you. But to me, the universal quality of the best person to work for your business is somebody who, again, has a track record of self-motivation in taking action on values and living out character traits that align with your company's values. But the universal value that we have to look for is the value of somebody who is already about that life, who has already built a reputation through just consistent action and working out and being self-motivated to work on their integrity, to give great hospitality, to consider others rather than themselves, to be humble and hardworking and friendly. And that's our job in the hiring process, to look for people who have already started down this path and are looking very promising. That doesn't mean that they're perfect. It doesn't mean, in fact, that you won't also help them grow. But, when you look at what management is, it's both guiding and nurturing people. And you only nurture something that's living. And for a lot of the people we hire, it's questionable whether they can still fog a mirror, if you know what I mean. So we need to look for people to work for us that, again, have proven character from past jobs. It doesn't even need to be in coffee, honestly. It can be in any vocation where now they can apply their trade, their personal trade. They're already motivated to do this. This is their personal ethic and ethos, right? And they're bringing this to your cafe, and that becomes an actual asset to the team. And together with all of these people behind the bar serving customers, you'll be unstoppable. That's a great point of differentiation, and it really is something that I wish more people would hold a firm line on when they're looking for somebody to hire. And so next time you have a round of hiring, hopefully, if you've been listening to this show, you know about, hey, we've got certain values, and you know how to apply those values to the actual work and how to articulate those things. When you're sitting across from somebody, your questions are going to be based on your values. I'm just curious about this person and how they've proven themselves throughout their past experiences in life, whether through just life or work, or even work within the coffee industry. But our standards for who we hire need to be higher than they are. I'm so tired of walking into cafes and it's such a downer. And clients of mine that I've talked to over the years, so much of what we're doing is based on this work. We're unraveling, decisions that have been made that now we're stuck with. And we need to free these people up to find happiness and fulfillment in other places. We need to free you up to find happiness and fulfillment by bringing in the right people and doing this kind of investigation in higher standards for people's proven character in past experiences before they come work for you is the key to all of it. So I hope that this really is hit home with you and is something that you will talk about with your team and you'll think about after the episode. Let me know what you think about this. Does it ring true to you? Is this true for your experiences as an operator, as a leader in the cafe? As we move forward and we want to serve people well and we want to serve our staff well, this is going to be one of those things, again, that has to be true right from the get-go. So thank you again, everybody. I really appreciate you listening to these episodes. Don't forget to subscribe to the show, share these episodes with your friends, and as always, I will see you here next week on another edition of Shift Break, from keys to the shop.